video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the respiratory system, but I'm going to do an overview of the respiratory system. And in the subsequent couple videos, I'm going to divide the respiratory system into an upper respiratory tract and a lower respiratory tract. The respiratory system is just not taking air into and out of your body, taking in air, breathing out air. It does so much more than that. It actually takes in air. The air is going to contain oxygen, takes it to our cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system in exchange is going to go to all the peripheral tissue and dump off that oxygen. In exchange, that peripheral tissue is going to give the carbon dioxide to the cardiovascular system, which in turn the cardiovascular system will take it to our lungs, and then we breathe out that carbon dioxide. And also with the respiratory system, there's a lot of pathogens that can be captured as it's going into your nose. And also you can produce sound, so you can be able to speak. So I can be able to tell you about this respiratory system. So let's name some of the components here of the respiratory system.
Upper respiratory tract.
So this is going to be your upper respiratory tract. This is going to be our nasal cavity, so the air can go into your nasal cavity or your oral cavity, but preferably you want the air to be going into your nasal cavity, because here you can have the air being warmed, moistened, and humidified, and also can be able to trap all kinds of bacteria with mucus. Also, you have these olfactory nerves that are going to sit in this nasal cavity, and the olfactory nerves will go up to your brain and you can pick up that smell. Okay, your nasal cavity, your pharynx, and then your upper respiratory tract ends here at the larynx. That's the beginning of our lower respiratory tract.
Lower respiratory tract.
Our larynx is going to be able to have these vocal cords within it that allows us to be able to speak and sing and make sound. And air will continue down the trachea, which is your aka windpipe, down to a series of bronchi, which you can see better here. These are the primary bronchi, the secondary bronchi, and the tertiary bronchi. And then from the tertiary bronchi, we're going to go down here to the terminal bronchioles, then to the alveoli. And the alveoli is going to be the site where the gas exchange occurs between the cardiovascular system, which you see here in blue and red. Blue and red. So the cardiovascular system is going to bring that carbon dioxide to drop off to the alveoli. And in exchange, the alveoli will give the oxygen to these pulmonary veins, and then can take it to the cardiovascular system, throughout the cardiovascular system, and dump the oxygen to the peripheral tissue. Okay, here you can see the lungs. All right, the lungs is where these alveoli are located. Okay.
Respiratory system recap.
So we take in oxygen, goes to the nasal cavity or your mouth, but preferably through your nasal cavity. When you go jogging, you should try to breathe as much as you can in through your nose, maybe out through your mouth, in through your nose, definitely in through your nose. Trap all those pathogens and bacteria through your nose, where mucus eventually can be able to be released. Goes to the air will go down to your pharynx. That's the end of the upper respiratory tract. The beginning of the lower respiratory tract starts at the larynx, goes down your windpipe, which is the trachea, to the bronchi, eventually down to the alveoli, where the gas exchange will occur. So that is basically it for the overview of the respiratory system, without going too much into detail. Hopefully this video will help you out a little bit to understand the respiratory system, and stick around for the following two videos to discuss the upper respiratory system and the lower respiratory system. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.